There we go.
Cool. Right, so between 23 is.
Yes, lines 6 and 23.
Mm-hmm.
That's CSS that we spoke about earlier for adding colour
Mm-hmm.
and styling.
Oh, right, okay, so it could only go in between. Got ya.
And then the rest of it is all HTML that we wrote before.
I'm just gonna. Right.
You can scroll down as well if you want to view the rest of the screen.
This is what I was looking for. Right. So does it have to go in between 6 and 26 or 23, was it?
Oh no, that's just if you wanted to add more styles.
Right, okay. So.
Cool.
This one. Oops.
Cool. Yep. So you can put your image tag there if you want.
Yeah. I forget it's this one.
Yep, that's right. You're on a German keyboard.
And then, okay.
We can actually ignore where it says class fit picture.
Yeah.
And just instead of that, we can just focus on the source part. And the source part is telling the web browser where
it's at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So on their system, they've got a folder called media examples, and then the file name, which is grapefruit. But what we've got is it's just in the same directory, and it's called abfab.gif.
Right. So. Source. Is this going to be the correct? No.
Are you looking for the equal sign?
Yes.
The equal sign is just there.
Right.
On the German keyboard, sorry.
Right, so this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. And then again, is this going to be the? Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Very good.
So I'm assuming it's this bit, isn't it?
Exactly. If you have a look inside here on the folder, you can see what we've named the image.
So abfab gif.
Jolly good.
Awesome. Non-stock.
Okay. So remember that pattern of everything having a start and everything having an end. So pay close attention to the opening bracket there for the source, and then the end of the file name where it's got the closing apostrophes.
Oh, right. So is that the close?
Exactly.
Right. So
you can use two fingers to scroll if you need to scroll up and down.
Like that. Right. Right. But is there more to? Do I have to name the file now?
So the file's already saved. It's inside that folder that we saw earlier.
Oh, okay. But do I name what these two are inside of?
No. So by default, it's loading it from inside that folder because they're inside the
same
HTML in the same folder. So it's going to look in the same folder as this file for that picture.
Cool. So is that it?
Let's check the HTML behind this window.
Yeah.
So we've got the starting bracket,
Yeah.
and then we've got the ending bracket that we need there as well.
Right, so I put that on the end here.
Yes.
The apostrophe again, or just the whatever that's called?
Just exactly as you see it there.
Yeah, cool. And then,
Oh, you've got two.
okay, yeah.
Very good.
Like that, yeah.
Uh-huh. And this is what's called a HTML attribute. So see how on your list items, I'll just move this window so we can talk about the line numbers. So on line 41, you've got calm inside the brackets.
Yeah.
And everything in the H1 tags on line 45, it's inside the tags. With images, the data goes inside the tag rather than between it.
Right.
So you see how it starts and ends? The content goes inside. So what you need to do is put this information inside that tag.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. So see on line 46 how you've got image and then you've closed it already. You've got the start and you've got the end.
Yes.
But it's closed already.
Oh, right, okay. So if you take that out.
Exactly.
And then I've already put the close in there, so is that now correct?
This is what's called a self-closing tag.
Right.
So unlike other elements, it doesn't need a closing tag.
Right. So that should now be correct.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's test it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is loading it from the web server, but what we've edited is the local file.
We didn't put it online.
Exactly, we need to put it online first.
Right.
But we can still look at it locally on this laptop. But we have to open that file with the with the web browser.
Oh, so
you're going in the right place. Yep, that's fine. So you can double
and then
click
just
that. And I think that will open it with Firefox. There we go.
Fab. Awesome. So how do we put it online?
Okay. So let's open up Terminal and we'll quickly upload it. Oops, sorry. Quickly upload it to server. Okay, now let's refresh. Why is that broken?
Odd.
So that was my mistake. What I've done is I've uploaded the file. Let's look at what the command we did. So I've uploaded index.html, but we've not uploaded the picture.
Right.
So what I need to do is, if you type in AB and then press on tab. Sorry, we need to go into the right directory first. Now if you could please type AB and press tab.
Yeah.
That's telling the computer to take this AB fab file and upload it to the server. Whack on enter. There we go.
Okay.
That's uploaded. And now, hopefully, we should see the actor. What's her name again?
Patsy Stone.
Patsy Stone.
Oh, no. Joanna Lumley is the actor. Patsy Stone is the character.
Right. Just make sure we've got enough power. Awesome. Gift up. Any more questions?
No, that seemed quite straightforward. Once you explained the fact that the tag was self-closing.
I have a challenge for you.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. You remember how we had a border around... Maybe we still have, actually. Have a look at the CSS towards the top.
Yeah.
In the style. Oh, it's down for up.
Hold on. Right. There we go.
Border.
6, yeah.
There it is. Cool.
Yeah. So it's the bottom one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like you, please, to put a border around the image tag.
Right.
Okay. So notice we've got this pattern of body H1, H1. These refer to the names of the HTML tags.
Yeah.
What's the name of the tag for an image?
Name IMG.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we can use that same pattern
To give it a border.
exactly
Right.
up in the CSS.
Cool. Right. So it has to be in between 6 and 23, correct?
Perfect. Exactly.
Anywhere in between?
It has to be within its own brackets. So you can't put it inside 15,
Yeah.
for example, because that's for
But
H1s.
Anywhere underneath it.
Exactly.
Right. So we'll just chuck it here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's have a look. So we're doing the border.
You might want to put it on a new line just to
Alright.
keep it neat.
Yeah.
And which tag do you want to put the border on?
The image.
Okay, that's a good place to start then.
Yes, so I don't remember the thing. Yeah. Is that inside? Yeah. Right. Right, and then it was. Oh.
Okay, so that's for creating an image. But what we
okay.
want to do is style the image. So when we're writing CSS, we just name the HTML element. So see how we've got H1 there on line 14, and we've got it being used on line 30. So we just need the name of the tag,
Right.
and then
Okay.
to say that the color is green.
Right. Oh, okay.
So in this case, we just need the name of the tag, which is image, without the brackets.
Yeah. So do I get rid of that?
Exactly.
Okay. And then I'm assuming the border sort of HTML.
But before you do that, notice we've got this pattern of brackets at the start and the end,
Right. Yeah.
surrounding all of the rules.
Right. So we need those.
Yes. Which on this German keyboard are nowhere to be seen, but
Okay.
you do need Shift,
Yes.
and I think it's this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's the one next to it for the other
The
with the
other,
Shift.
yeah. Right. So. And then border, I would imagine. Then add the. If I want to give it a colour, I would imagine I'll give it a colour. But
There's one more thing. One more thing you need to type before you start typing the color.
right.
So have a look at line 15. What have you got? You've got some brown text, and then you've got a colour. What's the character in between?
The dots.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So we need those. Yeah. Is this? That's not that button, is it?
Yeah, you're very close. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's the U, the German U, for Österreich.
Why do you have a German keyboard?
Because I was working in Germany.
Right. Okay. Border.
And at this point, you can take inspiration from line 10 if you want.
Oh, okay. So I can dash dot border whatever. So is this the size of the border by any chance?
Exactly. This is the thickness of the border.
Okay.
You can have dotted, dashed, solid is the default.
Oh, so I don't actually need to. Oops. So we'll just leave that like that. Then the colour perhaps. I'll go green to and then close that up. You'll have to tell us where that button is.
Okay, it's this one here.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Is that the character?
I was thinking of that one.
Oh, very good, very good. Yep. So before you get to there, it's the O, oo, without the shift.
Oh, okay. Right.
Now
and then
curly brace.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
That should be it.
Save your work. Very good. Let's look at it on the browser. Yep.
Is there a border there? I don't think so.
No, there's not. No. Why is there not a border?
No. Let's just go out. I'm failing.
Let's look back at the HTML. Let's see what we've got.
This one?
The white one.
Right.
Okie dokie. Border, 10px, solid, green. It actually looks fine to me.
Do we make it thicker?
10px is pretty thick. I actually don't know what's wrong with this. Let's look back at the image tag.
The image tag, okay.
Down lower. Where is the image?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, let's make it thicker. And also make it solid explicitly.
Yeah. What does it go up to? 20?
It can go as high as you want.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do 20 just to be. And we shall make it solid explicitly. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it just wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could you turn it back to 10 and just to see if it was a caching issue rather than a...
Yeah. Oops, wrong.
And we do actually already have it open here if you go back to Firefox.
Oh, right, okay, rather than continuously open it and just refresh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Interesting. I think it just didn't load the newest CSS. That's what we were experiencing there. Cool.
Awesome. I quite like that border in there, actually.
Hey. Shall we make it live? And then we're done.
Terminal?
Yep. That top one, I'd say.
Yeah.
And just press up. And instead of doing that file name, if you could go to the left and delete that and replace it with index.html. Very good. And
Enter.
Enter. Yeah, perfect. Cool, and that should be live on the subdomain now. Oh, checking on your phone, very good.
Yeah.
Let's load it here as well.
Very good.
Awesome.
I'm quite pleased with the fact that I've been able to learn that fairly. I mean, I know it's very simple, but still.
Yeah, that's the basis of the web.
Yeah.
So if you go to bbc.co.uk, for example, almost.
Did I misspell? Oh, darn it.
It's alright, first result.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. And just click the first article. If you right click and press inspect element,
Anywhere?
do it on the heading. Use both fingers to right click. There you go.
Okay, that's weird.
And then inspect. And here you can see the HTML of that page, and you can see here on the heading, they've got exactly the same as what you've been writing, which is H1.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
They've just got a lot more tags.
Yes.
And different ones have different meanings. So you've got a lot of divs, which is short for divider, and header, which contains the header. That green stuff is inside what's called a HTML comment. So it's not displayed on the page, but it's displayed just in the code.
Yeah. Okay.
You can even edit that if you wanted to.
So you could just, but what would it change?
It would change it on your computer,
but not on the server.
Exactly.
Cool.
Because we don't have
access
to the server. Yeah, you've got it. Just double click on the headline.
Yeah.
And you can start typing.
Oh, okay.
Something reasonable. But not too embarrassing.
That's fantastic. It's so. I understand why now fake news is so terrible. Like somebody could just, do this and then take a photo of it and then upload it to something.
Yep, exactly. And then you could create what's called a phishing site. So you could create a page that looks exactly the same as this page with different information on it and upload it.
Does that break some sort of law?
I don't know. Phishing, yes, it does. Yeah, so that would come under the Computer Misuse Act, probably 1992, something 1990, I think, or the Cybercrime Conventions Act. Yeah.
Cool.
How very immature. Cool. All right, should we leave it there?
Yes, that was fun though. So now that we've changed that, although it's changed in hours, if we just come out of it, it would just disappear.
Yeah, if you refresh the page, it would just go back to normal.
Not as exciting news.
And that's when you get to the world of hacking. So a hack would be if you did get access to the server without permission and changed
it, right?
Which has happened on occasion.
Yeah, of course.
People have been able to get access to the server and change the news. This happened to Twitter recently. People have been tweeting when it wasn't actually them; it was someone else. Yeah.
Wow. So how would you hack into somebody else's server?
Well, you would. There's many ways of doing that. Some of them are not very technical at all. So social engineering, becoming a friend of someone who works at the organisation, for example. Let's take the Twitter example. One mode of thought is that people might have been bribed to give access when they weren't supposed to. Other things are when you set up a server, if you don't have a very secure password by default, people can just try lots of different passwords to connect them, or just generally misconfiguring the server in an insecure way. There's loads of ways, which is why companies employ penetration testing companies to hammer on the door of systems to check their security.
So they pay people to try and hack into them to discover the weaknesses.
Exactly, and that's known as ethical hacking.
Ah, very cool. I've seen a Facebook video not too long ago, a man who had some sort of home security system.
Yeah.
And somebody had hacked into it.
Yes.
And the guy actually tells the owner of the home
Oh, good.
that he's done it, so he could change his password and whatnot. I don't know if it told him how he got access, but that was quite cool.
There are projects online which continually scan all of the internet devices to see if they are vulnerable and put them online, for better or worse. So there's a project called Shodan. If you have a look at Shodan, SHOADAN.
ADON.
SHOW, sorry.
Oh.
DAN, I think. There we go. First result. And it's a big directory. Oh, if you want to close this to get the full screen.
Yeah. What internet connected devices? Oh,
so all of these webcams that have been put available online by accident, you can find them on this database.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it takes about 30 days to scan the entire internet address space.
Wow.
I was at a camp called the electromagnetic field camp in England, and I bumped into someone that was doing this project, and yeah, they said that it takes about 30 days to scan what's called the IPv4 address space, because every web address has an IP address.
Yes.
You might have heard of IP addresses, and there's 32 bits to an IP address. I forget how many billion that is, but there's quite a few billion IP addresses, and it takes about 30 days to scan all of those and see what's running on them.
So, if we were to use this website, what could we use it to do?
And find devices. So if you click Explore.
Oh, I didn't see that there. Okay.
Here we go. Recently shared IP camera viewer. That one's not available.
Oh.
Please log in to use search features. Oh, you need to log in now. Years ago, you didn't have to log in.
You just,
Do you have to log in if you put camera as well? Oh, there we go. So, let's click that one in Taiwan. So, what's running here? So they've got authorization required. That's good. But they've got a network camera. Which looks like it can be connected. If you click on, what does that? That looks like an exit to me.
It does look like a.
What's the IP address it's going to? Yeah, click on that. There we go. So this is quite rightly protected by username and passwords.
Yeah.
So we will not try and guess what that would be, because that would be intent.
Yes.
So we're not going to do that. But sometimes they don't put passwords on.
And you could just see what camera is looking at. You can just
see what that camera is looking at, exactly.
Wow.
Some of them even have entire web interfaces where you can change the position of the camera.
Yeah.
And anyone in the world could do that.
That is so weird. My mind is blown at how easy that would be.
And that's purely by scanning the internet IP address space and finding out what's available.
Wow.
Shall we stop it there?
Yeah. That was interesting.